On today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the PopMash genetically modified popular culture collectible figure. These are a line of collectible figures where they've taken two, not necessarily celebrities, but they've taken two iconic characters and mushed them together and produced a unique collectible item. In this case, Spot picked up Mr.ET. I'm not going to spend too much time because we're going to look at him when we get him out of package, but he's so awesome. I love it. The back of the packaging is neat too because it shows all the amalgamation of characters. What characters are available? By the way, you can go to www.popmash.com. Spot also picked this up from weloveodd.com, so I'm going to provide the link down below for that. So if you want to check out Mr.ET and other really cool culture items, go to weloveodd.com. So on the back of the package, some of the figures available, we've got the King Kong, Chewbacca. I love that. Chewbacca. Mr.ET. We got Eddie Smurfy, B. Jesus, and Ozzymoto. It says, fame and pulp culture are rapidly growing out of control. Experts predict that at the current rate, by the year 2020, everybody on the planet will be famous. Economies will collapse. Society will be in disarray. Television will be really, really awful. I think it's kind of already there. We need a solution to this problem before it's too late. PopMash is that solution. PopMash scientists reckon that by genetically combining two famous things, we can reduce pulp culture by 50% and save the planet for another 100 years. That's bold. Bold, but Spot's up for the challenge. I wonder who I could... You know what? As a little side project, you guys can let me know down below, who would you pair me with? Put me, Spot, with another character, famous or otherwise, and make a new character name. Let me know down below. Anyways, what I am going to do is take a break. And by the way, one thing indicated in the packaging too is that you can easily remove the packaging. What? You don't believe me? Fine. We won't even take a break. You can take the back card, just lift the bottom prongs up here. You could really lift the side prongs, but it's not really necessary. And you can take the whole back card, whoop, slide it right off. Right off. By the way, that looks like Lion-O from the Thundercats. Lion-O with the Thundercats, I don't know who he's amalgamized with, but that's kind of cool. That also looks like Mr. Bean. I might be wrong. Anyways, we've proven that I don't even need to take a break. I'm going to move that to the side. Slide out Mr. E.T. and just pop him out of the bubble here. His mohawk. This is why Spot takes breaks, because then you don't have to watch me fumble around for... There we go. There we go. Take him out of package, and you got yourself... Wow, that's actually got some substantial weight to it. It felt as if it was going to be plastic, but it's almost more like a resin. It's very solid. As you can see, it's very well painted. And it's combined two things, at least from my youth, maybe from your youth as well. We've got E.T. and Mr. T. Which also reminds me of that Simpsons episode where that comic is saying, hey, I wonder if Mr. T and E.T. had a baby, he'd be Mr. E.T. and this is what he would sound like. And then he goes, I pity the fool who doesn't phone home. Anyways, you see it's E.T., pretty much the body and head of E.T., and then we've got the beard, as well as the mohawk, and all the bling of Mr. T. That's very, very cool. There's some rubber on the bottom, so it can easily stand. And on the front, it says Mr. E.T. I don't know if it's colored appropriately, whether it's colored to show the separation. Mr. T and Mr. E.T., I don't know. But it's really neat. I think the face is phenomenal on that. The coloring is definitely very vibrant. There's the mohawk there as well. None of it moves. It's a staction piece. There's his glowing finger, by the way. It's a staction piece, so nothing on it moves. But it's definitely a conversation piece. This would be something that Spot would totally put out on display, especially if he was having a party and people would walk by and say, and they'd like walk by with the chips and then they kind of start walking back. Bro, that's probably what they would call me. Bro, you got Mr.ET on by your TV? Yeah, I do. Mr.ET, eh? Yeah, totally. And that would start conversations, maybe make new friendships. Spot's all about making new friendships. By the way, there's the back of Mr.ET. You can see the back of a weird hairstyle Mr. T had. Kind of that bottom beard area, and then he had the mohawk there. But very, very cool. Oh, I see a little bit of his tush as well. It isn't removable. Again, it's one solid static piece, staction piece. But this would definitely make me want to go back and pick up more of these. I personally think that I got the best of the lot of the ones that they had available. But definitely something like this would be a line that I would continue to want to pick up. Especially for me, this is iconic 80s. Again, Spot picked this up from WeLoveOdd.com, so if you are interested in Mr.ET, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Definitely click the link down below. Today's collectible Spot, we're having a look at Mr.ET that comes to us from the genetically modified popular culture PopMash. Thanks for watching, guys. I pity the fool who doesn't phone home. See you guys next time. And actually, whoa, hold the phone there. Before Spot wraps this video up, there's one other little thing that Spot wants to point out about Mr.ET. You see the glowing finger? You see the little heart on his chain? You put that by sunshine, my friend, or actually more like lamplight, and you actually get a glow-in-the-dark feature. That elevates this figure from really cool to incredibly awesome. You see me? You see me, by the way? I'm still here. Very, very cool indeed. Really cool collectible item, and it glows in the dark. Oh my god, that makes things so much cooler. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.